I'm Tandandal, I'm saying, Bela Nagu, Somana with the International School of Uganda, and Ndimu Uganda. I'm 16 years old, the Dylan name, and I'm in S4. Nzewano, Koga Kuda importance of an education. So last year, but the Musamata to come back research, could topic Joe Lowe's until close to your heart, that you think is important. And I chose to do girls' education because I think that everyone needs an education. So yeah, Nakola research, and I've made a presentation. So Kati, for my homework, Okolago Musomes anti Dala Nachikola, she said Olinoku either solo kola chitabo or anything, and you spread the knowledge that you've gotten from your research. So name Buza Betty, is there anywhere that I can go or call Galanabantu? Naga, and then so that's why we're here today. To Tandike with everyone. Okay, Uluganda Longe Lubinyo, so as you can probably see.
Luganda no Luzungu, Luganda reka kasabulu. Asinga kwogera Luzungu.
Today I'm here to talk about the importance of girls' education because it's something that I feel that is really close to my heart, and I believe that everyone should have an education. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, it doesn't matter your race, if you're black, white, Indian, Chinese, wherever you're from, if you're an alien, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, the first thing that I want to talk about is what does school mean to each of us. So for me, I enjoyed going to school. I'm like, okay, I know I have no choice. And me, the reason that I think I'm not a nerd when I have to go in the morning is that I become bored when I'm at the same place for a long time. So if you leave me at home for the whole day, I'll be bored and I'll just be breaking things. So yeah. And then those anti-somelo really important kubanga, at least for the chengendo kugamba chikwata kunze wembela mu the same place for a long time, such as at home for a long time, mfuka board. So okubela kusomelo shiyamba ate kubanga silina baganda bange banzalomu abakwano bange kusomelo balinga baganda bange kati muchitagede. Yeah, so above that mani nti okugenda kusomelo, it doesn't matter oba oyagala kubela musawo, lawyer, doctor is musawo, or a farmer. Skills zojo kwetaga oja kuzija kusomelo, oja kuzija ku your mom and your dad naye ezisinga oja kuzija kusomelo, from all the way from P1 up to S6 or whatever grade you stop at. So kati ngena kubabuza abalala, like 3 people, what does school mean to you? Like, do you feel safe at school? You like being with your friends? Your name is Susan. Can I ask you, what does school mean to you?
When I go to school,
yeah,
I study some new things. So that's what the school means to me.
And you like learning new things?
Yeah, I like learning new things.
And do you like being with your friends at school? Do you go to boarding school or day school?
No, boarding school.
So do you like the fact that you can be with your friends all the time whenever you want?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Nabu Kenya?
The school to me means that I don't get bored. I enjoy time with my friends, playing, reading, and revising. So the schools means a lot to me.
That's good. Anyone else? If you don't volunteer, I'll pick on you. So at the end of the day, so when you say, if you put up your hand or just speak, go Ayagala. I won't have to pick on you. No? Can you say something about what school means to you?
Me?
Yeah.
The school means I learn some behavior like talking with my friend,
Yeah.
reading books, and and writing some novels.
Okay. So, from what I can see, I think most of you enjoy school. Is that right? Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about this topic. Next one is like, how do you feel about education in general, for girls, for boys, for it doesn't matter if you're older or younger? Do you think that it is important? Yes. Can you tell me why you think education is important? Yes.
It is important because when I go to school, I learn new behaviors. I get more skills that I don't have. I get exposed to many people. I acquire friends. You know, when you're at school, you get so many things that you become really so exposed that you know some people from different parts. Like you learn with people from Kenya, Tanzania, whatever. Then you learn about their area. They tell you some stories about their areas. So that's the good thing about education.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point about going to school with other people and who have different cultures or they're from different countries. So you learn a bit about them. Like for me, I have a friend, a Chinese friend, she's actually one of my close friends. And when you go to her house, they're eating octopus and frogs. At my home, I would never eat a frog. Even at her home, I don't eat the frog. But do you all know echikele? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah. So, vo value ebikele ne sisola wade on sasu de sisola kulia ebikele because I think they're disgusting. But you learn about other cultures. You learn how they do things. Like I think Abaganda, when you're greeting, only no kufukamila, but other people you just give them a high five and that's how you greet your jaja. So, and then you adapt to them. So Wogenda wa Agnes aliye bikele, then Nogende wa Harriet aliakalo. So and Bayogela different languages. No yiga how to say hello in Luganda or Nyankole or Chinese, English, doesn't matter. Does anyone else want to say how they feel about education? Like in general. You had your hand up before. I saw it. Yeah. Yeah, you make lots of friends at school.
Another one, me with education, I feel comfortable
Yeah.
with expressions in public.
Well, that's a good idea. Well, I think that education is important for all the reasons that have been said already. And I don't think that it matters if you're a girl or if you're a boy, because you're all human beings. So you all have the same rights. Like the United Nations declared a universal education, which means education for boys and for girls. They declared it a human right. So it does not matter what age you are. Education. It is your right. Some place. In fact, ne animals like embwa nazo, they can have an education. Like embwa zangawaka, twafuna omusomesa, zigiliza. If you say like how to shake the hand, obviously, but twagana kuwayigiliza okuogela obokuli, those are things that humans do. But okugamba po, so my dog's name Bamita Basta. Umugamba anti po, and you do like this. Ajakuleta his hand, his paw, and he will shake your hand. If you say sit, ajakutula. If you say out, ajakugana wabwelu. Umugamba basta, omupila guliwa, what day it's even if it's night oba aliwa aja kugenda mu garden oba ku gate afuna omupila akomena wona go. So if embwawe osobola okujigiliza and it's allowed to be taught. Now of course you cannot tell me nti gwe kubanga oli muwala tolina kugenda kusomero okusigala waka osimule nyumba olabilila abana. That can be a part of it. Naye no kubanga ogenda kusomero chintu chikulu. Do you agree with me oba chengamba si chitufu? Chitufu. Yeah, as I said, in 2000 the United Nations had a meeting with all the countries. Uganda is a part of the United Nations, and they had goals that they wanted okubanga by 2015 omwaka gwetuli mukati nga that goal they achieved. These goals included universal education for boys and girls, access to clean water in rural areas. So actually just in Uganda, actually around the world, for America, for Sudan, for South Africa, for Taiwan, okubela na amazi agatukula inacho chukulu. And so by this year babade bayagala okubanga buli omu munsi yonna agenda kusomero wala ayagala. So and Uganda actually is one of the top countries at having an equal amount of boys and girls in school. Waliwo nsiendala nga abala toja kusanga more than like 10 girls in one village gamasoma. As you can see already, one pena so tusoma watu wasoma. So Uganda is doing very well at that. I have a question. Kusomelo zamwe, are girls and boys treated equally? Does that make sense? What I get a chambuza?
Yes.
Yeah. At kusomelo abawala na abalenzi wali treated equally. Yeah. Is there anyone kusomelo tebali the same chance? Abawala na abalenzi tebali treated equally at any of your schools? So, it's equal for everyone, yeah? Have you ever seen, like, just kusomelo, but anywhere, and a time where, because you are a girl, has that ever happened to anyone? No? Really? It has never happened? Okay, that's interesting, and it's, for me, it's simple things like if you tell me, no, Nandi, you can't carry that box because, like, back Gambia, situla suitcase or tutwale munyumba. Neno gama neda tosola kujuso tula kuwanga olimuwala. Me, I'm insulted by that. When wangama nti, neda, omulenzi muleka ya chukole. Rachi. Like, otegala jenva, as in, si sobola kutegala omuntu racha solo kugamba nti kubanga oli muwala tochikola echo, because we're all of us to live and to tonda. Is that the word? They made us the same. Yeah, they made us the same.
Waliwo ebintu kyasobola kukolebwa mwana muwala
nga
mostly like kati ng'okulunda ente abamu balunda in Western.
As in to look after cows?
Yes. Hard over cow. But here in Uganda,
yeah.
So girls do that. In Western, bo abawala babeerayo mukulunda ente si bwe kiri. Naye ate wano mu Buganda mwana mwatalunda nte waliwo regions.
Rachi.
Waliwo abawala emirembe batasobola kukola.
Ati abadagezako babuuza.
Yeah, ate nemugamba emirimu nga ki?
Mirimu nga ki?
Kati ng'okulunda ente. Ajja emirimu abalenzi basinga ogisobola.
Okay. Ne omuwala wabanga she was forced to do it. Nga tewali muntu mulala kuchikola. Abatasobola kuchikola? Okay. Waliwo anything else?
Anything.
Okulinda muti okukola okufuna ki? Osolo kujilinda paka wejigwa.
What are you supposed to put in your mouth?
To keep cattle,
What?
there's as you say that there's some dangerous when girls they used to go to keep cattle because when you go to the bush
Yeah.
to be around there when she's a girl. That's
Oh,
why here
okay.
they don't allow girls to go to
Okay,
keep
so when you
cows.
put it that way, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
So
like
there's some jobs which they reserved
for men.
for men and for the boys. So
Another question that I have. Do you think that it is okay for a girl to drive a car? It's okay, of course. Do you know nti mu Saudi Arabia omuwala tasobola kuvuga motoka? Because she's a girl. When weba kusanga ngoli just nokutula mu drivers, okay, not okutula but okuvuga, police akukwata na wakuseba kubango oli muwala. Does that make sense?
Ubuza ibuzo. Saudi Arabia teri human rights. Bano bagaba buza ibuzo. Saudi Arabia teri human rights.
Like they are trying to fight that. Women are fighting to why, but that me I don't understand. I can understand okulunda ante, but right is so kuvuga. So ate wobango linganze matoni na baganda wo. Mami wa kugamba nti gendo funa mata atenga la shop is very far so like time for some reason. How am I supposed to get there? You know, kubila driver mugambe va Masaka or je Kampala or Mchime or Sokofune amafuta ontwale mfuna mata kumeweka odea Masaka. Like yeah. And then what else? In other countries, I think also Saudi Arabia, omuwala tasola kuvawaka yekanga tali mu nabulenzi. Tasola she cannot walk on the road. Wanga tali mu nabulenzi. Munsindala omuwala tasola kugula chintu chonna. Tosola kugenda wano ku supermarket kugula amaji over SIM card. You're not allowed to buy anything. It's chitufu. Yeah. Rachel Olozanti, why do you think it's not right? Yeah, because they're human beings. How do you tell a girl, you cannot buy? What? Why can't I buy? I have hands, yeah? I can reach in my pocket, I can get the money. But no, you have to be the boy who will reach inside the pocket and give the money.
What if I don't have a boy in the school?
Then you can't buy! That's the point. Like, how can you? Anyway, let me think. In another part of the world, okay, but I think even in Uganda, at least like a while ago, in some cultures, in other countries also, because when the boy gets married, the girl comes to his family, correct? So because he's the one that is going to continue the name. So if me I get married, my name is Masembe now, but if I get married to Chiwanuka, I will not be a Masembe anymore, right? Yeah. So I think they don't only educate the boy because he's the one that is going to stay in the family and be the leader of the house or the clan or whatever it is. Can you be the head of a clan, Golimuwala?
no.
Raji?
Culture.
Only Muvaganda or Nemu other cultures?
In all, I think most of the tribe in Uganda, you can't be a leader of the head of the house before my girl.
If you get married,
Yeah.
that name must stay behind your place.
Yes.
Then you get Chiwanuka. You see? So if there is Kawalia,
Yeah.
Kawalia Masembe, Kawalia will stay there with that name,
Yeah.
and Kawalia will
Because
get
the girl is taken away from the home. Remember that you don't remain in your clan. When you're married, you just go to your clan place. You don't remain in the
Wait,
house.
really? But mommy Edela Jovu.
Angela Masembe.
But Edela and Jovu.
Yes, that is
Angela Masembe.
So wait, so when you get married, wo fumbilagana.
So now,
No. Wo fumbilagana no muntu omulala. do you get their clan also? About
You can either be buried
Yes.
from their
Yes,
place
Yeah.
can be
or
buried.
so it means you become of that clan
Yes.
you've gone in.
so you're telling me mommy yedilan senene?
Now,
Me alliance senene. Mommy alliance senene. So yedilan senene.
Lady Senene,
Yeah.
but he's in Senene family. Now he's a part of the Senene family.
I tell you what happens. Ubanga or tell us say your name
And he
name.
can, and he can manage all the Senene family.
Ani.
Mommy.
But wagambye nti kubanga muwala atasobola kuba manage.
Yes, he can manage because he has avudde waabwe nagenda wa Senene family. He can manage Senene family because
Yeah.
left her home,
Yeah.
he went
Yeah.
to Senene family. So your daddy can't
Yeah.
go there to manage the
Yeah.
other family of mommy's family. Yeah.
Okay. See, lelo nange nina I've learned something new. I didn't know that. Was there what were we talking about before? Whether girls and boys are treated the same? We said yes. Yeah? But I gave you some examples of different places around the world where they are not treated equally, right? Okay, so how does education help a girl? This is obvious because she's in school. For all the remember someone said you become more comfortable, you read books, so your knowledge is more. So there's all those, but education, period. It's the greatest gift that you can give to yourself, or that someone else can give to you. So, Kwanga, it allows you to do anything that you want to do. It helps omuntu abangali educated chamba n'abantu abali around them, even though nabo tebagenze kusomero kubanga you're able to pass on knowledge gwe jofunye okuva wherever, and if mommy wabanga ekyo takimanyi aba ayize ekintu ekirala. So there's a saying by Mahatma Gandhi. Have any of you ever heard about Mahatma Gandhi? No? Yes? Who is he? Where is he from? Is he still alive now, or was he alive back then? He died long ago, yeah. Does anyone else know whom? Have you ever heard his name? Yeah? From where? From school? What did they tell you about him? In River what? In Uganda? Really? Okay. Anyway, he was an Indian leader, or rather, he led India to independence, right? Like way back then. Yagamba nti be the change you want to see in the world. Yeah. So, does anyone have any idea what that might mean? Was he telling them just sleep at home, the world will change by itself? No? What do you think he was trying to say?
Something
Yeah?
which someone else can comprehend.
That's perfect. That's exactly what he was saying. Does anyone else want to add on to that? You see, when you're saying things, the things that you're saying are correct. So they are not wrong. You just got it right. Do you want to add anything on?
Be like change, eh?
Yeah.
That if you want to see something new in the world,
Yeah.
it's you to put in much effort in order for them to see that there is change. Now, and so that you also can see that there is a change because others have seen that change.
That is most of what you said is exactly what you're saying. You're saying that if there's something in the world that you don't think is correct, if you don't change it, no one else is going to change it. Or maybe if you change it, then maybe later, omuntu ajja kulaba nti, nandi walaba nti there was no tree, naji planting, and then someone else came and planted that tree because they said, enga, this tree is beautiful. Yeah? So, abantu abalala webakulabanga you're doing something about an issue, nabo baja kuba inspired about it. So, if there's something that you do not think is okay, tawali mulala again nokushukola, except you. Or maybe someone else who has the same opinion. Does that make sense? Has there ever been a time when any of you saw something, whether it was at school, at home, on the road, walaba something chowaloza ntitetili correct, no over no gamo munti, ne chochoko ze sichilunji over, then next time that you saw it happened differently? When?
Like abusing the teacher.
What did you say?
When the teacher came here and you abuse him or her. And I said to that person that you didn't have done that.
Yeah.
You would have kept quiet and you leave it like that.
Yeah, that's it. Have all of you or any of you ever been caned? What did you what had you done when you were caned? You didn't do your homework? Nothing.
But I failing the papers. Some
They can beat you for failing the papers?
Yeah.
Some it was him that did not teach you properly?
No.
No?
You can fail some papers,
Yeah.
and the teacher for that paper canes you.
Next
To
time,
learn.
next time you will pass because you don't want the canes. How many canes do they give you? 1 cane, 2 canes? And then you get to beat the teacher back. What's the most that you've ever seen anyone be caned? More than 10? More than 5?
At least 4 theory. That's like cane us like 4 strokes or theory.
But how do they say that Gwechokoze, it deserves 3 strokes, na hiyo chondo chi deserving only 1 stroke? But so how do they say it? They consider that what? The marks. Okay, what happens if it's for something else, not for failing a paper? Okay, but you've all been caned.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for failing a paper, what was it for? For doing what?
Yeah.
For when you don't go to that class? Yes. What else?
Yeah.
Coming late to school.
Okay.
But you can just tell them that, but me I came before me.
Kuli wano kuli mu late chakati. Bulungi nnyo.
What else? Anything else? Okay, failing a paper, dodging class, coming late to school, or coming late to class.
Ennyabo.
For not being there? What happened to your sleep? I've never been caned at school. I've only been caned once by my mother. And that I remember I cried for like the whole day. But yeah, because I think, knowing me, I think if a teacher caned me, I might be that person that would have shouted at the teacher. And you're not Natoni muzade wange onkubutia. Really? I don't know. What else does education do? Education. So a part of education is discipline. Okumanya nti tosobola kwogera n'omuntu omukulu bw'otyo. As in, you know, musomesa si nani wote. Does it seem? Is it a lie that the number 1 reason for the death of girls between that age is childbirth? Is that a lie? Does it seem that maybe it's true? Yeah. So even though your body might be capable of doing it, it's probably not the smartest idea okuba n'omwana at age 15. If it happens, it happens. But yeah. And then also omwala wamala somelo paka P7. Statistically, segamanti, this is true all the time. Jaku fumbirwa later, and then Jaku she'll be less likely okufuna HIV. Jaku bana a better job, which will pay better, and ajakuba na fewer children. So if she's going to have 10 children, ainzokuba na 8 children. It's not always correct. Naye generally, kubanga maybe amaninti wembana vana if I have 20 children, kusente zenina bonus sola kuwasasulila school fees. Ne wemba na bana kumi kusente zenina jakubanga solo kuwasasulila school fees. So maybe ayinzo kubanga achiloza ko mo abasolo kuloza nti nina gono mulimu nina zino sente nina zino abana vana. They go to this school solo kusasola school fees paka P3 na yewe baga na wano. So aba aloza to things like that. So ngatana wakubana na vana omani family planning, yeah, so she can go through na loza about it. They want their children okubela the best life possible. Also, she will be more more likely okutwala n'abaana be basome kubanga amanyi the benefits the benefits of kugenda kusomero. So I think the novena began throughout the whole thing. Nti abawala n'abalenzi bali the same, although kati njize nti waliwo ebintu abalenzi basobola okukola ng'okulunda nti abawala tebabanga bayinza okubanga tebasobola okukola. So that makes sense. Naye otherwise fena tusobola okusoma, we can both fail tests, tusobola okuyita exam oba okuzigwa, tusobola okuyogela fena tusobola okwogela, tusobola the same. So omuntu yena wabanga they ever try to tell you kubanga olimuwala you're lower than a boy oba kubanga olimuwala amagezi go tegali nga agomulenzi, that's not right. Omulenzi ayinza okubanga asobola okukola more things naye amagezi usually gegamu. So wrapping her up kati telikuntu kumala nji how I said before, education is the greatest gift that you can give yourself or anyone else. Does everyone agree with that? Yes. Now there's a saying it's a Tibetan proverb, that's not important, that says a child without education is like a bird without wings. Omwana nga talina education chilinga ekinoni nga tekirina ekyo olona nti kitegeeza ki. So you want to say something?
Like a child without education,
Yeah,
her future or his future can be difficult.
yeah, that's what it means. Yeah. This is a saying by Nelson Mandela. Do you all know who Nelson Mandela is? Yeah, who was he? Is he alive now or is he dead? He's dead. But who was he? He was the what?
The first African leader of South Africa.
Yes, he was. So what he said was education is the most powerful weapon that we can use to change the world. What do you think that means? Education is the most powerful weapon.
Education can help us to do what we think is right.
Yeah. That's what he was saying. Does anyone, do you think that's right?
That's true.
It's true? Yeah. And then another saying by Aristotle, he said, the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Let me ask someone who has not yet said something. Yeah. What do you think that means? The roots of education are bitter, but the fruits are sweet.
It means that if you study,
Yeah.
in future you can get better future.
Yeah. So, it might be hard now until homework is hard, books are hard, I'm not understanding what the teacher is saying, I'm getting canes, I'm just talking a lot in class, I'm not listening. That part, it might be hard. Now your future will be perfect, will be okay. Because everything will be alright. Now, I have a video to show you. I'm going to play it twice. It's going to be very confusing. We're gonna kujamangu and then it will turn into random things. It's a confusing video. The first time, just ngena kujileka ezanye, and then after that, we'll play it and pause, and then tulabe. Yeah.
Mwetegereza eriyo ebibuuzo nsobola okusereka obulezi ne museka eriyo ebibuuzo.
That's the end of the video. Kati, we'll play it again, and then at the end of like maybe every minute, tuogeleku what that part was about. Okay, no, let me first. Wali wo muntu wategede maybe some a part of what they were talking about in the video. I think you understood a part of the video. I saw you smiling when I think what they said, when their hands were chasing the ground or something. No? Should we play it again? Yes? Okay. Mwana masolo kulaba? says we have a situation on our hands. And the clock is ticking. So time is running out. And then Katiao, Mwala Akula, she's 9, she's 10, 12 years old. So when a girl turns 12 and she's living in poverty, her future is out of her control. And in the eyes of many, she's now a woman. She really is. She faces the reality of being married by the age of 14 and pregnant by the time she's 15. Now, we talked about this before. Remember, the statistic was Chichi Chanagambin to Omwala Abela. What was the statistic about girls that are pregnant between 15 and 19? To buy Nzoku Kolachi.
Can get HIV.
Yeah, she can get HIV. She can die during childbirth. So yeah, so Katich. Hey, what happened to her? Chabagamba is the same thing. So if at this age, she might become pregnant. If she survives childbirth, she might have to sell her body to support her family. Didn't I say that? She might have to sell her body. That might be prostitution. You know what that is? Yes. Yeah, which also is another way that you can get what?
Pregnant.
Yeah. So, but she's doing it to get money to support her family. So, which puts her at risk of contracting and spreading HIV, which is what we said. It's not the life that you imagined for a 12-year-old girl, right? Is it the life that you thought that you'd live? But there's good news, there's a solution. Let's rewind to her at 12, a happy, healthy 12-year-old girl. And she's 13 and 14. If she visits a doctor, yeah, and at 15, she'll still be in school. So, and then those hands, she cannot reach her, so she's not going to sell her body because she's safe. 18, she uses her education to earn a living. And now, she's calling the shots. So now she's the boss. She can say, I'm not going to do that. So she can avoid HIV. She can marry when she wants to. And have children when she wants to. And her children are healthy, like the mother. So that's the child in yellow. And now, this is continuing for generation after generation. So this door opening is showing the family, allowing the children to grow, go to school, do whatever they want. 50 million girls. Oh my god. Anyway, it equals that. This is the power of the girl effect. An effect that starts at 12. So when the girl is 12 years old. And impacts the world. Did that video make sense or about the confusing? It makes sense. Do you agree with the things that they said?
Yes.
Was it more clear when it was in a video than when I was just talking? Like now you're able to see it using your eyes, right? Yeah. What let's name 3 things that you remember from the video. Yeah.
In school until I think we finish our service.
Yeah. Another thing. Yeah.
Stay in school for a long time, you get more fruits.
Yes, you have more fruit. You bear sweeter fruit. Yeah. Third thing. Yeah.
avoiding early pregnancies.
Yeah, that's avoiding early pregnancy. So that's the end of the video, but I just have Kwanga nino collabo mo sa wanganti I've actually done this, but njagala kumanya nti was this useful or useless? Waliwo cho funye lelo cho wadoto mani before about anything over bulitumu mo ademuchimani already. And it can be about anything, about the Saudi Arabia thing, about how girls are not allowed to drive there, over some people have to sell their bodies to make a living. So, yeah. About the Saudi Arabia.
Say it.
It's okay. It's okay. Anything else? Susan, have you learned anything new?
And I've learned about the Saudi Arabia story.
Yeah. Is there anything other than the Saudi Arabia story?
From learning that
Children can keep animals.
Yeah. About the girls doing animals. Yeah. Okay. Were you able to understand what I was saying most of the time? Like, it wasn't too complicated.
We understood.
Yeah. Was it easier to understand when the things were in a video and like the pictures? Was that easier to understand? Yeah. Okay. Do you think that this has helped you in any way? Will you think about school differently or think about has it helped in any way? Do you have something to say?
Helping because I've learned that when I acquire education,
Yeah.
I get more fruits in the future. But when I stay in school and wait for a long time, I get more fruits other than not going to school.
So after today, will you look at some things in a different way? Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for coming. I hope that this was not a waste of your time. I'm sorry that it's taken so long, but I really appreciate it that you came, and I hope that it will be useful, and I hope to see you again maybe in future.